We've got Ashley McBryde on Complete Country and iHeartRadio. You've had a pretty exciting couple of months last year.
Yeah, last year and a half, 2 years, and then
on.
actually the last 2 weeks have been insane.
I know. I feel like it never ends for you.
A show with George Strait, and then the Grammys, and then I leave right after this to come to Canada to play with Little Big Town.
We are so excited that you're coming to Canada.
I'm so excited to be with them.
Let's talk about the Grammys, because what was it like, first of all, just getting nominated and finding out about that?
It was unreal all the way up until I took my seat. Even walking red carpet, I was like, still feels like I'm watching it on TV. And then when I sat down behind Quincy Jones, I was like, holy crap, I'm sitting at the Grammys.
That album, Girl Going Nowhere, is one of my favorite albums of the past year.
We're really proud of the record, and so it feels good to know that what we're proud of really did translate.
It really did. And I got the really cool opportunity of getting to see you perform all those songs last year in Nashville when you had just released. I don't think anybody understands just how amazing you are until they hear it live.
Thank you. And it was really our goal to try to capture as close to live as we could for the record, and that's how we did it. You know, as a band, played the show down a few times, and that wound up being the record. But still, that energy exchange that you get between you and the audience, that's what changes that sound.
And you're so honest. You're so yourself when you're on stage. And
I get that a lot, but really I'm just a very nervous person, and I just say whatever comes to my mind.
But you're hilarious also. You don't hide stuff.
No.
Why is that important to
you? If I'm
you?
hungover, you'll see it on my Insta story. Yeah.
And I watch it and I go, I've been there.
Yeah, well, and with the all faked up stuff that we do,
It's my favorite.
you always see the finished product of what an artist looks like. And for me, it's way funnier and more entertaining to see all of the things leading up to that, like me in a baseball jersey, because that's got a big enough neck to get it over my giant hair when we get done. And like for the Grammys, me and my sister sitting together and getting our makeup done. And the conversations that happen between a stylist and a hair and makeup person and the person that they're styling, that's the entertaining part.
Are you constantly working on new music all the time?
We started working on the second record, song-wise, like choice-wise, the day we were done with the first record.
Wow, that fast.
We had so many songs that we wanted to go on the first record that didn't make it, so that started the pile. And then we've just kept adding to it over the last 2 years. And then I just spent all of January writing. And then as soon as I'm done, we go Canada, UK, Australia, and then come back and write some more.
And maybe have a nap in there.
Yeah, I don't really know about naps. Maybe a snack.
Snack and a drink. So is there something maybe this year that you're most looking forward to that's coming up?
We have 6 shows in Vegas with George Strait. We have 1 in Atlanta. And they're so nice to us, and those crowds are so amazing that's those 6 shows being spread out throughout the year is kind of my touchstone for what is going to be the most amazing part of this year. But being in Canada with Little Big Town, I'm such a huge fan of them, and Karen Fairchild has just been such a huge supporter. Kimberly too.
Yeah.
And there are no classier women in all of country music than those two.
They are amazing.
And for them to say, we embrace you and please come on the road with us has been really cool.
And just women in country right now, I feel like everyone is really kind of banding together and really has each other's backs. And I think that's so cool, seeing clips of you and Maren Morris at the Grammys when Brandi Carlile's on stage performing.
She killed it.
You guys aren't really, you're competing against each other when you're in those categories, but you are supporting each other.
Yeah, it's more like we're each competing against ourselves alongside one another.
Right. And I think that's what makes
she
country.
slayed that. If you can't stand on your feet for a performance like that, you weren't listening.
No. You guys cheer each other on, which I think
We
is
really
really
do.
important. And is there somebody that maybe has given you some good advice, or somebody that's supported you that you've been shocked by?
When I very first met Miranda Lambert, I got to work with her, just a little bit musically, and then to write songs with her. When I sat down for my very first co-write, we got along so well, I was a little bit taken aback. We just sat down like we'd always been friends.
Fast friends.
Oh, yeah. And when I was like, can you tell me how to not look tired on the road? And she was like, I'll give you a list. Whatever you want, what salons I used, and here's some vitamins I take if you'd like to take those, just super helpful. And I can reach out at any time, and she's totally there for me.
That's amazing. And those are things that people don't realize that you have to keep in mind when you're on the road that long.
Yeah, well, your nutrition is just going to be crap
for
the first few years, because your choices are like a truck stop or the Denny's next to the truck stop. And to have somebody who's really been through everything you're possibly going to go through and say, it's okay, just holler at me and I'll help you out as much as I can. It's really cool.
Awesome. Well, we're so excited you're going back to Canada. Congratulations on the Grammy nomination, and I'm sure there's many more in your future.
It's going to be a good year.
Ashley McBryde on Complete Country and iHeartRadio.
So don't forget all us little folks, and when you crash and burn, remember we told you so. And then the lights come up